Hey, collective. What's going on? Happy Saturday, y'all. Today is July 13th. Saturday. Hey. What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all got some sleep. What y'all do yesterday? Hung out all night, just getting in the house. What? Who's that? That thing coming till 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. On them Friday vibes, them summer vibes. I hear you. Let's get this energy ready, right? Because I feel like it. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, just when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Alright, let's see. Let's get the psychic tarot. Let's see what's going on in the ethers. What's the message for the collective spirit? What do they need to know? Somebody could have anxiety. What you worried about? Spirit, don't worry about it. No need to fear. Mighty Mouse is here. Mighty Mouse, huh? The meek one, right? The one that they didn't think could really handle anything. Somebody has some kind of attachment. These tried to come out, envy and connection. So you could have a very toxic connection. Okay, it says envy. Somebody envies your connection. Somebody envy how people love you, how people care about you, how people, treat you. Somebody's jealous of that. Somebody has a very toxic attachment to them. 5, change. Could be dealing with a Cancer. That's the 5th house, family. Yeah, somebody's bound to something that keeps them in darkness. It's something that they refuse to let go of, that they hide behind. Something that they feel like they're afraid to let go of, actually. What's this? Indecision. Somebody's at a crossroads. 8th house. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Take it how it resonates. Some kind of transformation is happening. Okay. What we got here? 3553. First chakra. Yeah, this is the root chakra. This is some childhood trauma, something that someone has grew up with. This is something that they hold on to from their childhood, something that's anchored and rooted real deep inside of someone. That's 8 again. Yeah, either those emotions or that trauma is coming up for someone. All right, and somebody's realizing that they've been holding on to something for a very long time. That it's like somebody uses something that hurt them a long time ago. You know how when you can be a kid and somebody might say, you're ugly, you're never going to be beautiful. And sometimes that stick with us and we grow up always constantly trying to, make ourselves beautiful. But it's always in the back of our head, ain't nothing you can do is going to make you pretty. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. Well, somebody's dealing with some kind of pain or trauma that they hold on to. They hold on to that. It's like a belief. Somebody made somebody believe something about themselves that was very unhealthy. Okay? That's very dark. That puts somebody in a very dark space for a very long time. And somebody's realizing that, and they're in the energy of making a decision whether to stay on this path and stay in this dark energy, keep hiding inside, behind some kind of emotional trauma, or to go forward and to look at it and to heal it. Come on, Spirit. 6th chakra. 3rd eye. Yep, somebody's waking up to what's going on with them in their life. Somebody is ready to take accountability. Because they know that they're holding on to something from the past. So whatever they're holding on to, that's on them. It's not what somebody else did. Whatever has happened in the past, and everybody has moved on from the situation except this person. We ain't talking about no blame. We're just talking about how long somebody's been holding on to something that they've been attached to. Something that's keeping them from being able to move forward. From being able to have emotional connections. Because I thought I did see that. Maybe even to feel appreciated. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Well, they're starting to see that. And somebody's seeing that they're at a crossroads. Listen, it's time to walk away. I cannot make this up. It's time to leave that behind. Leave whatever that was behind and heal from it. We got 27 here. We got 40 here. 72, 4. Yep, listen. This is affecting someone's caring connections. Whether that be romantic or platonic relationships. Whatever this attachment is, whatever this darkness this person hides behind that they feel like is protecting them. They hold on to something that they feel like protects them from other people or from that kind of pain again. But it's not. It's only holding somebody back. It's only keeping someone from elevating, from moving forward, from even moving forward in their own life, like choosing a new direction in life. It's like they can't move. It's like they're stuck at the pier. You know what I mean? Waiting for a boat that's never going to come in. You know? Waiting for something. Holding on to something. We got the second chakra and daughter spirit. Come on. How they feel. How you feel. And walking through that proverbial door, of healing. Wow. 32 could be significant. 36. 23. 63. Somebody feels like they have this pit, this big knot in their stomach, like that they hold on to, that's been there for so long, and you know what I mean. And they've been afraid to let it go. It's like they hold on to something, they're afraid to let it go. Because if they let it go, right, then that means moving forward. They have to hold themselves accountable. If they let this go, they don't have anybody to blame if they fail moving forward. You know what I mean? Whatever they've had this attachment to, they've used it countless times for their failures in life. This is what they held on to. This is what their reason. This was their culprit. This is what made them do it, right? This is what kept them from moving forward, right? Whatever this is they're holding on to from their past. Every choice they've ever made, they're blaming it on whatever they stuck to. You hear me? Come on, spirit. Lit. Based everything on financial, material values. Yeah. This is somebody that has to do a lot of soul searching. This is somebody that equated material things with prosperity, abundance, value. You know what I mean? Money and material things. Daughter value, walking away. Yeah, somebody's walking away from those things. Somebody is realizing like they are valuable. They are not what they've been through, you know what I mean? And that they should not value themselves on how somebody may have or may have not valued them. You can't take other people's actions as fact in your life. Other people's actions are because there's things in their life that they're basing their choices off of. You know what I mean? Spirit, what's this message? Financial constraints. Having money problems. Maybe you grew up without a lot of money. Maybe you guys struggled when you were a child, Or maybe, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. 13. 3 and 1 is 4. That's that. Maybe your family struggled. Maybe there was a lot of mouths to feed. Maybe it wasn't always enough, you know what I mean? Maybe you seen your parents struggle and have to maybe work 2 or 3 jobs. Or maybe we was on welfare, food stamps or something, you know what I mean? Like most of us were, Maybe that played a role in your self-esteem. Maybe people teased you about things, about what you have or what you didn't have, you know what I mean? Come on, spirit. I heard somebody say, you ain't never gonna be good enough. Nobody wants you. That's what I heard somebody say. Somebody was bullied. Spirit, what's this message? Somebody grew up with that feeling of nobody wants you. They're not good enough, and they've always tried to make themselves good enough with the material things to draw people to them. But you already know that's only gonna draw people to you that want things from you. You know, somebody feel like that their status and their wealth, you know, it's gonna buy them loyalty, but it will not. It's only gonna buy you greedy people, greedy, selfish, backstabbing people. That's what it's gonna bring you. Spirit, what's this message? Somebody's learning a hard lesson and walking away from that. Fourth chakra. Wow, somebody's in their feelings, boy. Somebody's ready to open up their heart to feel love, to receive love. Man holding the coin. I told you it could be somebody definitely that has stability, but that's always used their money, you know, to bring people closer, to draw people in, you know. You know, when we have gifts, we know what works and what doesn't. We know how to use whatever we're good at or whatever we have to get what we want, right? But oftentimes it brings us a lot of what we don't want, right? It brings a lot of backstabbing and sneaking and manipulation and lies and cheating, and you know what I mean? That's all it brings. Look, strategy. Yeah, people that are sneaky and manipulative. 13 could be significant. 38, 21, 12, 83, 31. Again, 13, 31. 47, a thinking woman. Studying. Fourth chakra. Okay, what you love, how you feel, your environment, how you carry yourself, how you treat others, how you treat yourself. Somebody has a strategy. What's the strategy? Journal. Somebody could journal. Spirit said if you have a journal, Spirit said go read back your old entries. Alright, take a look at how far you've come. Take a look at the lessons that you've learned. Take a look at your growth. Even your thinking has changed. Come on, Spirit. It's like you're starting to love yourself more. You're starting to appreciate yourself. You're starting to forgive yourself. Come on, Spirit. What's this message from collective? Anything else from the oracles? The world. Ending of a cycle. There you go. There you go. Ending of a cycle. Learning the lesson. They're going to thinking man. We've seen a thinking woman and a thinking man. So this is for both male and female. Take it how it resonates. Alright? We got some tarot. What we going to get here, Spirit? Yeah, let's go with these. Spirit, what's the message for the collective? Yep, but the ending of a cycle is here, you know. You finally made the decision to release those traumas, those pains, those tapes that you play over and over again, those things that were said and done to you that made you feel unworthy, less than anybody else on this planet. That shit there that we hold on to, those things that stick with us. Like, how do you remember some shit when you was like 3 or 4, right? Because it did something to you. It triggered something in you. You know, that's how come we can remember it, because it traumatized us. It made us feel less happy. You know, it's like, you know how children are so free spirited and they laugh, and then somebody say something to them to make them feel like they bad, that they're not good. You know what I'm saying? That'll traumatize a child. Oh yeah, here, let's keep going here. But you know, holding on to those things. I remember some things that were said to me when I was growing up, you know. I used to always be the babysitter, you know what I mean? Because I always wanted I would be the one, I'll babysit because I didn't mind taking care of the kids, you know what I mean? And somebody once said to me, you always taking care of everybody else's kids. You ain't never going to have no kids of your own. You know that stuck to me? To this day, I still hear that. I still look at my life. I look at the things that happened to me in my life, right? And I wonder, why do I remember that? Why does that stick with me, right? Because I never felt like I was never going to have a family, you know what I mean? I never thought that, but the way things played out, maybe I did subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, maybe I subconsciously accepted that. Maybe you know what I mean? You never know. But I remember somebody saying that to me. And then the way shit turned out, I want to say they cursed me, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we make our own choices too. We can't blame everything on somebody else, you know? So, anyway, cycle's complete, you know? Somebody's realizing that, you know? Realizing what the things that were said, those things that stuck. There's a reason. Because it traumatized you in some way, shape, or form. You know? Anyway, what's going on here, Spirit? Any more messages here for the collective? Y'all, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. We almost at 10,000, y'all. Ooh, I didn't think I'd see this day. No. So you just hit that subscribe and help us build the channel up, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Well, we got the Death card and the Nine of Wands. Listen, I'm telling you, enders, you got the world out here already. You got the Death card. Okay? All right, so you can feel very defensive about a situation. Look, you got indecision on here twice. Undecided. Maybe you need to step outside of a situation, you know, and take a look at something and from a different perspective. But whatever that case may be, there's an ending here. 3 and 1 is 4. This is definitely about family, because I keep seeing this coming up a lot already. I've seen family. So this could be about your family, okay? And not to say that you don't deal with your family, but it could be the end of a way you deal with your family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because, like, you're undecided. It's like you know you need to step away from a situation in order to see it more clearly, you know? Right. Spirit said you can't heal where you got hurt, you know? And you can't continue just to put a Band-Aid over a sore, you know? You got to give it air. You got to let the air get to it. Our parents used to say that. We used to have a cut or a scrape or something. Leave it out. Let some air get to it so it can grow a scab, right? That always worked, right? It always worked. If you kept it hidden, it always stayed soft. It never grew a scab. So you can't hide from it, you know? All it's doing is keeping that sore going longer and longer. 3 of Pentacles. Some of you guys could have started to go to church or attend church in some way. You feel like improvements are coming around, you know. You're feeling this new beginning. It's like you're surrendering to it in some way. Excuse me. What is this indecision, Spirit, that my collector had about a situation that's ending, or you could be indecisive about your future? Okay, with this place of worship, maybe you're trying to find some kind of foundation with your spirituality. All right, maybe you're doing research around that. Always good to do your research and find things that align with your values, you know what I mean? And your morals and your integrity. These are things that you ain't got to read. These are things that you feel inside. That's how you align yourself, because it matches with how you feel inside without somebody having to tell you. You know what I mean? Those things that we're afraid to let people see in us, you know, how we feel about people in general. Queen of Swords, sharing your truth, being honest about how you feel. Ten of Wands, getting over those burdens, overcoming, challenges. That's what you're doing. Learning your triggers, right? Yeah, see, we got the King of Wands in reverse. I feel like this Queen of Swords could have been telling this King of Wands in reverse something. Look, we got the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Somebody could have been dealing with somebody that was a little cold, very blunt, or this could be somebody that was very wise, okay, that tried to tell someone something. But with this being right up under this Nine of Wands, I feel like this is somebody that tried to control a situation. All right, somebody that you very guarded towards. This is somebody that may have tried to cut you down in some way, shape, or form by the way they used to speak to you or they spoke to you. They used to talk about your actions, your behaviors. Maybe you felt defensive. All right, but somebody may have warned you or gave you some sound advice about your behaviors. All right, about that King of Wands in reverse kind of energy, very promiscuous, very reckless, argumentative kind of energy. You don't listen to reason. I want what I want, how I want it. I'm in control. It's almost that kind of someone that feels like they are above the law. All right, this could have been somebody that felt like they didn't have to go by some kind of rules. Okay, take it how it resonates. King of Wands in reverse. Five of Swords. You see what I'm saying? Very argumentative. Always want to fight and argue. Somebody could be suffering some losses. Okay. Somebody could have lost a job. That's what I'm hearing. We got the Five of Swords and the place of worship here too. Somebody could have been abusing their power. Somebody could have been someone that was practicing spirituality, or this could be somebody that was in a church, maybe a pastor, a deacon, or someone. I feel like somebody that was held in high honor. Okay, whether in a church or in a community. Take it how it resonates. Okay, something's going on here. I feel like somebody was warned about something though. Temperance, right? I heard somebody was warned about their behaviors, that it was going to come back. The way you treat people the way you want to be treated is how I heard it. Okay, so somebody didn't take heed to that King of Cups. Spirit says they wanted to act like they were so innocent, that they were so loving and caring, that they wasn't in that kind of energy. But you're the Queen of Swords. You saw this person for who they were. You could see through this person's actions, to their cold, to their soul. Their soul was cold, and you could see it. But they tried to pretend that they were very loving and caring, but that was just a strategy of this person's. Page of Wands, very immature. You hear me? This was somebody that's very immature, very reckless. They didn't take anything serious. Everything was a game. Look, there go the page. Look at that. Spying, watching. What's this got to do with my collective spirit? Spirit, what's going on here? Let me get one more. Three of Swords, heartbroken. Somebody holding on to something that happened when they were young. Somebody could have had their heart broken early, like around 17, 18, I'm thinking. And they ain't been right since. This is when that's the energy I'm picking up, I swear. Yep, and they've been abusing people with their attitude, with their behaviors, this nonchalant. It's like this person has had a vendetta, right, to break as many hearts, as I don't even know if they're doing it purpose. I feel like it's like they replay that time over and over and over again, so with each new person, this person feels like they got to get them before they repeat that again. You know what I'm saying? So they take every person as that person that broke their heart one time when they were young. They never got over it. They keep playing that same strategizing. It's like they keep playing the same game over and over, and they have to keep winning, but they never win because they can't get rid of that loss. You feeling me? So they keep doing it with everybody. So this is somebody that definitely does not commit. Okay, this is somebody that reels people in and then they leave, then they take off. Or the minute somebody may get close to them or call them out and want to ask them and question them about some kind of action or behavior, they take off. They fight, they argue, they take off. Listen, the sun, I can't make it up. It's the truth. There it is. That's what is happening. Somebody is seeing. Listen. Queen of Wands, male or female. We already got the King of Wands upside down. And we got the Queen of Wands. Promiscuous energy here too. Use their looks, their body, the material things to lure people in, And then the specific thing is, how come don't nobody stay? Because people can see who you are. They know what you're doing, what you're using, whatever you're using for. They get it, right? And these are people that are willing to go along with you to get what they want out of you. And once they get it, they move on too. Okay, so water seeks its own level. We can want high quality relationships, but if we ain't living a high quality for ourselves, what you expect? You're only gonna go where where you go. Where's your mind saying you should go? To the bar, to the club, to the festival, naked, right? That's where you say you're gonna meet them? Well, then that's because that's where your mind's at. Your mind ain't on putting on something nice and classy and going to the museum and, you know what I'm saying, having lunch on the lawn and just, you see somebody, that ain't where your mind is, because you don't feel good enough to do that. You feel, your power is in your body, in your sex, in your looks, in your material thing. Just as that King of Wands in reverse. They were told, somebody told them, listen, your behaviors is going to catch up to you. You treat people how you want to be treated. Somebody didn't believe it, but now they do. Now they starting to see it for themselves. Listen, time to move on. Make a new decision, go in a new direction. They know it is. The sun is here. Somebody's still dreaming from something that happened to them from when they was childhood. I promise. And they've been getting back at whoever hurt them, but that whoever hurt them ain't even in their life right now. I guarantee it. They may be, know where they are, but like being right there. And especially if this is somebody that's grown now, they can't shake it. They cannot shake it. Come on, Spirit. What's this message from my collective, please and thank you? Can I get one more, Spirit? Please and thank you. We're going to close this up. 7 of Wands. Very defensive. Spirit said whoever you just gave this to, they very defensive. You don't know what you're talking about. You must be talking about your own life. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. 7, yeah. Somebody's going through a transformation. Still want to try to think they got control of a situation as well. Like they're going to get the outcome that they want, but they're not. It's only going to put you deeper in a hole that you got to get out of. I'm telling you that. The Magician, 3 of Wands. Telling you. Manifesting. Listen, the element of surprise, good or bad. Look at now, listen. Travel overland, surveying your kingdom, strategizing, making a decision, yeah. You know that investment you made that it didn't get you what you wanted. It did not get you what you wanted. Somebody may feel like the only way somebody may feel like leaving or moving or relocating may be the answer. But let me tell you something, you still take yourself with you. You're just finding new people to manipulate, new people that you feel like don't know you. But that energy is known around the world. You can't go nowhere. You can't run from yourself. Spirit, what's this message? I'm just saying. I don't know who that was for. The High Priestess, the Tower. Ooh, blow somebody's mind. Blew somebody's idea right out the water. Oh man, listen. Catastrophe, accident, things happening very quickly at a lightning pace, I'm telling you. And then you got the Magician, element of surprise. Good or bad. Secrets to be revealed, yeah, the High Priestess. Intuition. You know what it's time to do. You know it's time to walk away. You know it's time to move on from whatever this is that you've been that had your back since it happened to you. You know what I'm saying? That's that shadow side of you that's got your back. That's like, I don't trust this mother effer. You know what I'm saying? They act just like such and such when they touched me, or when they did this, or when they did that, right? But yeah, remind you. You got to strike first. You got to get them first because they just like such and such. You know what I mean? Wow. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Especially on the past. Anything else, your spirit? Please and thank you. Oh, y'all see that? What we got here? 6 of Pentacles. And what's this? The Star, healing. Listen. Whatever treatment, whatever was given to you, okay, whether that was good or bad, right? Whether it was knowledge, things that made you and helped you grow, or whether it was somebody that made you feel like you were unworthy. You hear me? You are healing from that. Okay? All right? And that's going to be your justice. Your justice is that you heal from it, you detach from it. And you go ahead and live your life, and you don't let whoever or whatever hurt you, don't let them steal your future, because you're still letting them hold you hostage. You still letting them hold you hostage. Release it, so that justice can roll on in for you and for them, whether they're here or not. 3303. Thank you, Spirit. Whether they're here or not. Everybody's going to have atonement for what we do in this lifetime. You hear me? So be good to yourself. Don't let this lifetime pass you by. And your last days and you ain't do nothing because you allow somebody 30, 40 years ago to hold you hostage. And to make you treat others bad because your feelings are still hurt. You still don't understand. 3333. All right, I'm going to end it there, y'all. Deuces.